Gemini, happy solar returns. This is your June 24 soul story. If you have a sun, rising or moon in the sign, then you might find some of these messages help you as you make your way through the next few weeks. It's Romy. I'm so grateful that you're joining me on the channel. And we're going to open up this month with the energy of the Queen of Cups. There are some really extraordinarily beautiful energies to tap into for you this month of June, Gemini. This stellium of planets aligning in the first week is going to bring something special through. There is rapid progress and conversations certainly feel like they are lit up. Queen of Cups is reminding you to lead from your intuition, and that ensures that there's like this beautiful spiraling out energy. There's a sense in June that we halt this going round in circles feeling, and we genuinely experience what comes through as a fresh start and a real clarity that helps to motivate you and to put you in the space where conversations are progressive and coming through with a tremendous sense of compassion as well. So just feeling like you're being understood, being seen and being heard. Now you are going to be incredibly capable, resourceful, and determined through this month of June. And that's important because Jupiter now in your sign, but this is also about you laying the groundwork for luck to start to show up in your life. Now, Mercury in your sign on the 3rd trines with Pluto, and there's an interesting power negotiation that's going on. Remember, with Pluto retrograde, it perhaps is beginning with something that's happening inwardly, but it ends up manifesting in important conversations, because the following day we've got the Venus Cazimi, the heart of the sun, this beautiful, potent, influential energy that brings a tremendous amount of warmth and tenderness, and this can really create a beautiful environment for you to nourish the things that are important and to have those type of conversations that are going to feel like you're turning over a fresh leaf. And of course that is just ahead of the new moon coming in Gemini at 16 degrees on the 6th of the month with this stellium. So then we've got Venus, Mercury, the sun, Jupiter and the moon all in your sign. So something special, you know, happening in and around that time of the month. And here we are, the Fool is telling you it's time to embark on like this brand new adventure. You know, I feel like you're reclaiming and reintroducing a part of yourself to the world. And, you know, in this moment, Gemini, you also have to trust the future version of you is going to be able to deal with whatever life is throwing at you, because absolutely there's still a lot of unanswered questions, and there might be some doubt or fear connected to some of the things that, you know, you're feeling less stable about right now. But this is a month where you should be writing lists of reasons to go for it, you know, because the challenges that we face in life build resiliency. And as we cultivate resiliency, it's the very fabric of our life, right? Now, in and around this time, the wishes, the intentions, the manifestations that you put into motion just seem to have this extra cosmic dust around them. So watch and wait how this comes to fruition by the time you get to December. It's important, I think, Gemini, that you bring some degree of consistency through the chaos that may be continuing to permeate your world, because that's going to shape the direction and quality of your experience, especially through the course of June. You know, sometimes our passions aren't found, they're actually created. And you know, as you work with that new moon energy, something around that time gives you a chance to kind of take a step back from something and then get some really important downloads or key signposts that seem to be coming in from the universe. And I don't think they're necessarily going to feel like a surprise to you. Like, I feel in and around, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th of the month, what's showing up is absolutely in alignment with what your intuition has been telling you. That Queen of Cups is showing me that you're right connected and attuned to what the right thing to do and what the right thing to invest and devote your energy and attention towards in June, and what that's about. Now, even though we have the rapid progress and the, you know, kind of highly electrical feeling of all of this energy sort of bubbling and fizzing, your Four of Swords is also reminding you that, you know, the requirement to take some time to consider mindfully how things are affecting you, mind, body, soul, through the month of June is also going to be a huge advantage to you. Because sometimes in the heat of the moment, we can get carried away with agreeing to things, committing to things, or, you know, becoming a part of something that might be discussed within a group or a collaborative situation. And then, you know, we take a step back and we realize actually that might be something that's a bit too much for me, or I feel kind of overwhelmed or a little bit depleted or drained by that. And again, I think these signs are going to be coming in order to help orchestrate, you know, the correct alignment for you, just to ensure that that vital, pivotal step that you take in this early part of June is really serving your best and highest good. I think that there's a recognition that, you know, you can't make everybody happy. And this is a month where you are going to absolutely be focusing on what is in your control. And, you know, as you start to create the foundations and lay the groundwork for Jupiter in your sign to start bringing through these auspicious opportunities, you're also dedicated to the things that you want to learn, or you want to do more research into, that are going to be helpful and supportive with what that next step is going to be. The Hierophant comes in with quite a grounding influence actually, and I really like this for you. We do have Mars in Taurus coming in on the 8th of the month, and I feel like there's a deliberate attitude that you bring to a certain area of your life through the month of June. So whether that's falling in your relationship, whether it's about a passion that you have, the work, something that you're very much invested in terms of your own soul work, family related, regardless of what it is, the commitment that you make, but also your willingness to do a bit of due diligence and to do some research and just come prepared to a situation is making a huge difference, because it gives you more confidence. And I think June is a month that, if you allow it, can bring through the necessary confidence of what it needs to be, right? To enable you to feel like you are ready to go for it. Okay, this is a month where it is about progress over perfection, and you know, you're creating things to allow your future self to thank you, right? Because there are definitely areas of your life that you've been wanting to address. I think the first part of this year may have felt like start, stop. There's been a intensity to the way in which, you know, you've perhaps been forced to address certain things, or to have to deal with certain things going on. And June is one of these experiences, you know, like May kind of grounded us out a little bit and helped us to catch our breath. Now, June is a sort of, right, okay, I'm ready. But maybe there's a part of me that doesn't feel quite ready. And that's where I feel like we've got more of this kind of wave of, okay, this is what it's going to take, I'm just going to do it. And that's where your full energy is kind of really stepping through and stepping up for you. Now, we do have a bit of a tricky day to watch out for on the 11th as Mars squares Pluto. So here, you know, that combination of power and fear can challenge us. But you know what, it can also be helpful, because we can really get to the heart of the things that we do that are keeping us small. You know, what we're afraid to do, what we're afraid to say, how we are not empowering ourselves, where we are misdirected in power, where there have been overly controlling or dominant situations showing up. So yes, it's a tense one, but we've got the Knight of Pentacles coming through here. So it feels like what it does is shows you where there's work to do. And then there's a willingness, because of the way in which you are open to the learning and how you want to invest in yourself in June, as to the right direction to take. And that's what I really like about the Knight of Pentacles. Like, he's showing you the right direction. So if you've been feeling into multiple options, different ways to kind of tackle something, perhaps there's been a little bit of an overwhelm around that, then night comes in and says, okay, this is the path that we're going to align to. And actually, I feel like there's something for you, almost like quite like a sense of relief that comes in. Now, that might be following some kind of a meeting, might be following some kind of an important conversation, or just something that comes to light by way of some of the signposts that have been showing up that help you to realize, yes, this is what feels the right way for me to manage this through the course of the month. Now, when we make our way mid-month, we're going to start to see some of the planets shifting into Cancer, and we're going to be building up, of course, to beautiful solstice energy on the 20th. The day before, Vesta, asteroid goddess, shifts into Leo, giving us this spiritual hunger, but also this rich creative potential. And then the sun comes in to Cancer, and we also welcome the following day, the full moon in Capricorn. So the vibe here for you in this month of June, tapping deeply into your own intuition, and being able to assess what it is that's going to nourish and fulfill you at this time, and what steps you need to take, the measures you need to put in place in order for that to occur. I also think there's a revelation, a really important revelation that comes in around that time, 19th, 20th, 21st of the month, okay? And it connects you into something. It's almost like there's a higher awareness. And I think, the invitation here is to ensure that you're reflecting, not projecting, because that higher self-awareness is going to lead to better choices and outcomes for you. But there's also something kind of dreamy about the energy of that moon coming in and around that solstice energy. So it's going to help you to transcend things. And the revelation that comes through will give you perfect understanding of what you need to do with that. I think, when we tap into kind of how you are showing up in terms of the key relationships and the situations that you have around you in June, you're just showing me this, as I said, incredibly capable, resourceful, and very determined energy. The open-mindedness, the ability to listen, and the ability to kind of really tap into your own intuitive heart-led knowing brings about something kind of special through this month of June. Now, be aware that this is the first of the full moons in Capricorn on the 21st. The second one is going to arrive on July 21st. So again, what gets activated around this moment? And remember, solstice invites that still point, the opportunity to release and to really assess and come back into this equilibrium and harmony, with the earth's energy, the seasons and the cycles. And alongside that full moon, which is incredibly grounding in Capricorn, we're almost preparing ourselves for what that next mountain is that we're going to climb. But we've built the endurance and the resiliency. And then we have an opportunity over that month before the second full moon in Capricorn to really work out that strategy, that approach, and realize how we need to make space for it to happen, okay? I think for you in this month of June, there's also something, incredibly deliberate with that Knight of Pentacles coming in with regards to your abundance, your work, where there's kind of material focus for you. What you're also going to find is that the work that's done early on in the month also helps to bring about powerful breakthroughs with that moon, where you're able to go deeper into the subconscious. Now, you might be feeling toward the end of the month, as you move into more of that Cancerian energy, the real need to understand your feelings and where they've come from. And perhaps there's something that might get a little bit triggered there that might feel a bit confusing or uncertain for you. But at the same time, it brings about, again, this understanding of yourself, which again helps you to kind of reclaim and reintroduce who you want to be. So incredibly important solar returns for you this month, and you can really build on that stellium. You can make it and shape it in the direction of re-architecting a whole new vision for yourself, because that fresh start you're going to be feeling in this month is incredibly powerful. So don't let that go to waste, right? So if you're new to the channel, Gemini, our last 3 cards we look at in the extended version of my reading. We talk for another 30 minutes or so, and we'll also look at a personal question and a relationship card for you as well. I'm going to go ahead and just clarify these cards and see the direction we'll be taking that extended reading. It's a way for you to support my channel and helps me to keep showing up to do the free readings, so I really appreciate your investment. We're going to begin with the Queen of Cups here. What do we have? We've got Page of Cups, beautiful. Knight of Swords, I like that a lot for you actually this month. The Fool, 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups. All the decks I use are always listed. Again, if you're new, you can find my sacred titles, my oracle deck and my book, and all the sacred soul support, the guided meditations I create for you. This month I've got a beautiful solstice energy ritual, so please do check that out over on the website. Hierophant comes in with the Hermit, Page of Swords. Got the Hanged Man there. Another Queen of Cups. What about this Moon? King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Gonna put one more there. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and look at Life Soul Vision Oracle, which is my own deck. See what's coming through for you. Enlightened in the exhale we have. Nourish your inner wealth, beautiful. We've got Spirit Bear, Ancestral Protection. We've got the Rainbow Dragon and the Wild Rose. Love that for you this month. Solar Plexus Energy. Stand in your light. And Spirit Stag, Heavenly Timing. Beautiful. Okay. Oracle card for Gemini for June. What do we have here? Cancer, distraction. Okay, let's explore that in the extended. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful month of June. Enjoy your solar returns, Gemini, and I'll see you again.